Um, I'm back here to review Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the Xbox 360. Now, to get things started off, I just want to make this clear. This is my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, please comment down below your opinions on the game, and maybe we can discuss back and forth the pluses and minuses of it. I am not a big Call of Duty fan, but I gave this one a chance just because I haven't played a Call of Duty in a long time, and it interested me to see what they did new. The last Call of Duty I played was Advanced Warfare 2, and I really liked that, but after a while I just played them every once in a while at a friend's house, and they just seemed to all be the same. So I gave this one a chance and tried to give it a fair chance, not hold any biases against it, but now I own it, and here's what I think. First of all, the graphics compared to other Xbox 360 games are actually quite good. That's my opinion. They are good. Um, they look great. I haven't had any frame rate issues or a couple texture pop-ins here and there, but nothing too drastic or major that would ruin the experience for me as a whole. Um, as far as the creativity and stuff goes, it's kind of creative, adding the exosuits and stuff like that. Obviously, all new guns, nothing we'd be familiar with, and a new setting and stuff like that. But it still feels like Call of Duty, which I guess is a good thing, but at the same time, it also hinders the experience for me as a total. Um, the campaign, the campaign is actually has its ups and ups and downs. Sorry, at the beginning, it's okay. It gets really fun because you can do all these new things. Like, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but there's a mission where at the beginning you get to fly around in this little like invisible drone thing, and that's cool. There's another mission where you drive these little like motorcycle things through Detroit in those times, which is cool. But then towards the end of the mission, it just kind of gets boring and mediocre and very just copy and paste from other Call of Duty games. Um, Now, the one of the main reasons I'll admit I actually bought this game, was because it had Kevin Spacey in it, and I like Kevin Spacey. I like him in House of Cards and The Usual Suspects and a lot of stuff he does. I just think he's a really good protagonist and stuff like that. And in this game, he really sets the campaign apart for me from other games and made it a lot more enjoyable. Because without him, this campaign wouldn't have been that much at all. But that being said, still, the campaign for me was kind of disappointing. The end, I won't spoil too much for y'all. The end is just, here, I'll just say this. The end is very lackluster, anticlimactic, and just kind of boring. The game ends very abruptly, and we'll just leave it at that, as to not set up any spoilers. Now, obviously, the big pull for games like this is the multiplayer, the big thing it leans on, which I think is kind of my opinion, kind of a con against the game, because a lot of these modern day FPSs are more leaning on their multiplayer element instead of their campaign, which for me, I like a solo campaign. I really enjoy the story of it. Like, that's why I really like the Mass Effect series, is one of my favorite series in games, just because has a really good story. Seems like a movie almost when you're playing it, and the multiplayer is almost non-existent, except for in the third one. And even there, it's just kind of like a hard mode. But as I was saying, it kind of sucks that modern FPSs are pointing more towards just relying on their multiplayer to really sell the games instead of their having a good solid campaign or single player. That being said, the multiplayer is it's just Call of Duty multiplayer. I mean, they added a jump pack, and that's about it. They changed their system to a pick 13 system instead of a pick 10 system like in Black Ops 2 or Ghosts. Or, I'm sorry, I should have researched this, Betty. I don't remember which one. But pick 13 instead of pick 10. This system's okay. Uh, they apparently have a match balancing thing where they'll get players around your skill level, which for me, I'm not that good at Call of Duty in the first place, but it seems to have worked out well. All right, I still get around a 1 KD ratio, which for me is very surprising, but it seems to work very well. Overall, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, it was okay, but Call of Duty really needs to step up the game and give us something new, because this obviously, as if you follow gaming and stuff like that, games like League of Legends and other games are starting to surpass Call of Duty as the king of gaming, just because I think Call of Duty is just starting to get stagnant and they're not developing anything new. They're just kind of copy and pasting and adding a dog or a jump pack or something. So I think for Call of Duty to keep on top of the FPS genre, they really have to try something new. Now, that being said, I know this whole review seems like I'm just bashing Call of Duty or whatever, but I actually really like this game. Um, it's really fun for me. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't owned a Call of Duty since Advanced Warfare. I mean, as I were Modern Warfare, and it's just really fun for me. So, tell me what you guys think in the comments, and the next game I'll be reviewing is Dragon Age Inquisition for the Xbox 360. Alright, see you guys.